Okay, guys, we'll be showing you plantain farming, step by step plantain farming, how to plant your plantain sucker step by step, and how to have a very good harvest. So that is what we'll be showing you in the purpose of this video. So first of all, you can see we have our suckers already. We have our suckers that will be replanting. These are our suckers that will be replanting. We will be planting our suckers, here. So, and that's the first step. Step one, you have your sucker ready, and our sucker is ready. Then step two, you dig your hole. And for the purpose of to make this video shorter, we didn't bother about making video where we dig the hole, but you can dig your hole normal. You can even use your teeth anyhow. Let me just say you dig your hole, and while digging your hole, this is the important thing at the side of the hole. It should be at least 1 meter, and to get 1 meter, it should be at least this size, the size of your shovel at least minimum. So you can see this is even more than 1 meter, because I want it to go really deep here. So this is more than 1 meter. So at least your hole should be here. And the reason is because if your hole is not well, it's not well dug, when before harvesting, wind can come and it will blow your plant away because the foundation is not well dug. So ensure you use the size of this shovel, and you can measure your 1 meter like this. So we'll go ahead with our planting now. So we're planting this here. This is our sucker. You can see it's very healthy. It's a very healthy sucker. So we're planting this here now. Okay, now these are our organic manure. If you have been following this page, remember I told you I normally use our organic manure. So, and this one thing, it's not really, you shouldn't really apply the manure first before applying the soil, because it's not good for your manure to have direct contact with your roots, especially if the manure is not well decomposed. If it's not well decomposed, it can burn the root. Let me show you something like this now. You can see this plant now. This root has been affected, and that is the reason why I put this one to show you. And before the planting, I will try to treat this root before the planting this particular one. So if you apply your manure direct to your root, it can burn the root, because it might not be well decomposed. So now I apply our organic manure. So we apply more soil. We add more manure to it. You can see this is step-to-step guide on how to plant your planting. So we've had this one planted. So you can see the hole again. You can see, right? You can see. So ensure minimal. This is the size of your hole. That is very important, please, because one day is going to come. So now these are suckers. I have to remove these suckers, so I'll plant them again. These ones here are still going to grow. All of these here. All of these here. Let me take a view. All of these here. They're still going to grow. All of these here. But I just want to plant it that way. I'll submerge all of them in the ground. So when they grow up, then I will replant. But all these are still going to grow. Okay, now that is how you plant a plantain sucker, step by step guide. And after planting, applying your manure, you can come back maybe 2 weeks or a month. But actually, I do prefer coming back 2 weeks. But some persons you can come back a month to reapply your manure to your new plant. Then, if you somewhere you don't have water, like my land here, I don't have water. If you somewhere you don't have water, you can see here, you can see there's water. Yeah. If your land is somewhere you don't have water, then you should think if you can provide a way of watering, especially when there's no rainfall, then you should do that, right? But if there's rainfall, you don't have to bother yourself because plantain does not normally need too much water or too much sunlight. It just need moderate minimum. So if there's rainfall, you don't bother. You come after 2 to 4 weeks, you reapply manure to your new plants, then you weed the place. So the plants, you can see we're doing maintenance already. We're weeding the farm. Ensure because that is one important thing to weed your farm. So this weed will not start dragging nutrients to your plants, right? So this is step by step guide on how to plant your plantain. You get your sucker, you dig your hole 1 centimeter, put your plantain there. So you can see plantain farming is typically one of the easiest farming to do. So thumbs up guys. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and follow, like. So because you don't miss out on other content we'll be sharing, because we'll be making some other videos on how to, first of all, how to multiply this soccer, because this is a soccer. There's a way you can multiply this soccer and you get 10 from just this one in 2 weeks. So there are ways we'll teach you guys how to multiply your soccer and how to know affected plants, and how to treat affected plants, and how to treat an affected soccer without spending any money. Thanks guys.